Okay, welcome
to
again. You doing this or am I?
the RnG Save the World podcast. Ryan, you were gonna do the intro, but you just took too much time waiting up to it, so I did instead.
Okay. I see how it is. I literally started it. Okay. Well, on today's episode, Griffin has planned a excellent conspiracy theory for us to discuss and
True.
possibly agree with. I don't know,
I do.
You do.
No, that's a crazy one. But first, it's been a bit since we last recorded. So, Ryan, what you been up to?
Not a whole lot, just getting ready. Thanksgiving was like absolute crazy, So now we're getting ready for Christmas, and it's like, oh, here we go again. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like that guy walking down the hall or the alley. He goes, "Oh, here we go again."
Yeah. Yeah. What have you been doing?
Eating
food and working.
Eating food.
We going to the gym?
A little less. I got back from the conference, which ruined my throat and lungs for a good while because smoke.
You should smoke, or you're screaming a bunch?
I did not smoke or scream, but other people smoked and screamed. So
At the conference?
it's Vegas, right?
Oh, you went to Vegas?
I went to Vegas.
Nice.
I told you this.
No, you didn't. You did not.
And you said, "Griffin, that city is of the devil, and we can no longer talk to each other."
I did not say that. Oh.
That would have been a really funny end to this podcast, though.
We just we make an update video. It's like, why we haven't posted in a while?
Yeah. No, it's just one of us. So it'd be you. And you'd be like,
you'd be you because you're the captain. The captain
true,
goes down with the ship.
I am the captain. That turned from me being like, all right, I'm going to get motivated. I'm the captain, to you being like, all right, Griffin, you got to take care of this. You're the captain, And I am for it.
I'm just a deckhand,
Oh, yeah.
I mop the floor sometimes. You know how it is.
It's true. But it's been pretty freaking epic. I went to the conference. It was a pretty good time. I liked it. It was also very exhausting because I had to talk to people, and I don't like to do that. Ryan.
I mean, technically, you didn't have to talk to them. You could just been like, yeah, just nod your head and then run away.
If I didn't, it would have been mostly. It was classes, and classes were good, but it would have been mostly a waste.
Yeah. Like waste of trip to Vegas. Did you go gambling at least? Come on.
I'm not even old enough,
casinos?
Ryan. I'm not even old enough.
How old are you?
20.
9 years old? 10 years old?
Yeah, 15.
Yeah.
15 months old. No, 20. I turned 21 in not too long, Ryan.
Nice.
Not too long at all. 11
Happy
days. Yay! It's gonna be epic. I'm gonna get crunk, have gotten dizzy, whatever. I don't know.
Yeah.
Just like you.
No.
And the vodka you're holding right now.
No, vodka's nasty.
Yeah. Maybe.
All right.
All
You
right.
ready to get into this?
We'll get into it a little bit. I'll just drop the subject on you like an anvil in a cartoon. Ryan, the conspiracy theory. I think it's called Hollow Earth. It might be called something else, but the name Hollow Earth is pretty accurate to it. People think that we are on the surface of an Earth, and below that is the surface of an Earth, and above us is the surface of an Earth, and above that is the surface of an Earth. All in circles and spheres.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, would that include, like, the stars? Would that be, like, the roof?
They think that's between us and the next surface of the Earth.
Okay. So,
Yeah.
but as a solid roof, or as, like, a portal, or, like, a weird
No, they think we're contained inside of another Earth. But
So,
instead of it being like dirt at the end, it's another surface of an Earth, and below that is dirt, and above that is the surface of the Earth.
okay, wow.
And then below us is dirt, and then below that, on the other side of the dirt, is the surface of the Earth.
What? So, like, instead of digging to China, you'd end up at another Earth.
Yeah, but like inverse.
Uh,
And it would just work.
how did they justify the space though, like outer space?
It's
Like,
just
they just say it's like it's not, there is a limit in how far you can go, like it's just really far away.
it's it's just there. They have our solar system between us and the next surface of the Earth, and that's it.
Okay, what is this conspiracy called?
Pretty sure it's called Hollow Earth.
Hollow Earth. Okay.
I'm pretty sure. It certainly looks like it when I looked it up to make sure, but I didn't make that much
I
sure.
will look it up. Hollow
Yeah,
Earth conspiracy.
there it is.
Checkology. Hollow Earth is a concept proposing that the planet is entirely hollow and or contains substantial interior space.
Yeah, and they think that there's a surface of the Earth on the other side. Go to the images, Ryan.
Go to the
Yeah, like the Google images.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
you seeing it?
The Hollow Earth isn't so funny anymore.
Of course not. It is not so funny anymore. It's true and wonderful.
It must be true.
Do you see how many surfaces of the Earth there is?
Yeah.
And they think that this can go on forever.
Forever, just like permanently forever.
Yeah. They're like, there might be no limit to how many surfaces of the Earth there is.
Okay. Looks like it was. Ah, so wait, they think there's a hole near the North Pole?
Some of them, yeah.
The hole they show in this map though is like you can probably see it from Canada. Like,
Yeah, you definitely
there's the
could.
hole. So I guess they're saying that no one's ever been to the North Pole
No.
because there's a giant hole there.
It's in line with the flat Earth, except instead of being flat, it's kind of like curled into itself. So it's a ball,
Oh.
but hollow.
Okay. All right.
Which means they also don't really believe in gravity.
That's a strange concept.
Yeah.
How do they explain us being on the Earth?
Everything
Not
goes
flying
down.
away.
You stand. Ryan, when you stand, do you go any other direction than down? It's like,
No.
you know when you're standing, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then you're just standing. That's how standing works.
Oh.
That's how
yeah.
flat earthers think.
That's very brilliant. This says a sea or surface traveler could proceed over an edge of the hole, like an ant crawling over the lip of a coffee mug, from the outside to the inside, and not be aware he was actually entering the interior of the Earth.
It's true.
Bernard explains that the holes have never been seen from the air because pilots are fooled by their compasses into believing they are crossing the pole when they are actually following the hole's magnetic rim.
Obviously.
But wouldn't they ever be able to tell, like, GPS charts?
No, they're following the hole's magnetic rim. Right?
They only use compasses.
Yeah. That's
I feel like if you're
obviously,
flying over,
okay, obviously.
even if your compass said you were flying over the North Pole, but nowadays you'd be like, well, the GPS says you took a track like this.
Well, you know what, Ryan? NASA doesn't want you to know that the Earth is hollow. So
Okay,
A
so it's
little
all
bit
a
of
big cover-up.
Photoshop, a little bit of satellite stuff.
Oh, you
Boom.
know what? And the easiest thing to Photoshop in would be a white landmass. That's like, so all you'd have to do is get like
Yeah.
like the white paint marker on Photoshop and just cover it up.
That's
Just color it in, be like, oh yeah, it's snowy up there.
little known fact. That is the first picture of the Earth. They just put it into Microsoft Paint and they just
They just
covered it up a little bit.
kind of made it look correct.
Oh yeah.
But why? My other question here, which I know you don't have the answer to, but why are they covering it up?
Because they don't want you to know. Here's
They
one
don't-
of the things, right? Some of the people think that in that inner part of the Earth is the Garden of Eden, and then Adam and Eve got banished from there. So
then they're just trying to hide it permanently, like
oh yeah.
the Freemasons trying to hide the sacred treasures of Jerusalem or something.
Elsewhere, believers propose that aliens, Vikings, ancient civilizations, and Nazis escaping Allied forces all live in this place.
Together.
Yeah.
Someone finds it one day and goes down in there, and it's just like Vikings and Nazis all together.
They're fighting. That would be pretty cool. I
Oh my
would want to
gosh,
see
just
Nazis
imagine
and
all come out
Vikings
one day. It's
fighting
just like
each
a
other.
Viking Nazi army. Just like floods out of them.
Would they have... That begs into question. Would the Nazis have gotten their technology over the Vikings, or would the Vikings have gotten their strength over the Nazis' technology?
Or they have just mixed completely.
Their guns have battle axes on the ends instead of those little stabby things, bayonets.
They come out in wooden boats with like 10 cannons on them.
Yeah,
Oh gosh.
that'd be pretty good. Now I want to believe in this, honestly.
Oh my gosh. That'd be great. That'd be great. They say it's like 8,000 miles thick,
I guess.
according to at 8,000 miles in diameter.
I don't know what that means.
You don't know what that 8,000 miles means?
I don't know what 8,000 miles in diameter means when the
You
Earth
don't
is
know what
hollow.
the diameter of a circle is?
Ryan, do you know what the diameter of a hollow circle is? Do you count the middle?
Well, I think they're just kind of say the diameter of the circle, like not the whole.
Why wouldn't
hollow
they
part.
take that into account? Wait, 8,000 miles for the diameter of the Earth?
No, for the hole in the earth.
That
the
seems
hole.
like it's definitely not true.
Yeah, it's not that far.
I don't know, man. That just kind of seems like a not true thing. Because I traveled like 1,000 miles or whatever, I don't remember, to get to Texas. So, I don't know about that. Let's see. Earth in diameter. Oh. Almost lost Ryan. Ryan, you're back.
Hello?
Hello.
It hung up on me. It said you had calling restrictions.
I don't know what that would be. Oh,
I
well.
don't know.
Who knows?
It's like the number you dialed had calling restrictions.
That's
I don't know.
weird.
It is weird.
You put
Okay.
calling restrictions on my phone, Ryan.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, that's a long distance call, you know.
Oh, yeah.
The 8,000 miles. Okay, so
8,000. There's no way. There's no way.
there's no way that the diameter is 8,000 miles.
There's literally no way.
8,000 miles is like going to your house 8 times. From your house to my house and back, like 8 times.
What? Nuh-uh.
Yeah.
No. Going to your house, single trip, is like 1,000 miles.
Exactly. So if I...
So.
No, oh, yeah, okay, you're right. I'm
Okay.
not even gonna... Okay, so if I went to your house, that's 1,000 miles. If I went back, that's another 1,000 miles.
Yeah.
You want back? That's another time. Okay, so yeah, yeah. You get the point.
Of course.
So if I made 8 trips between our houses, it'd be 8,000 miles.
Let's see the exact distance.
That means that gives it a massive circumference. You really think we would have seen it by now?
Of course not, Ryan.
Circumference calculator because I suck at math. Enter a value.
My house to your house is about 1,334 miles.
Okay.
And a 20-hour drive.
20-hour drive.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
That's why
So-
driving 10 hours isn't that bad.
Yeah. Okay. This says the circumference would be 50,268 miles.
I can't even
So
visualize
that's-
that.
How? So if you were to sail around it then, and like if you were trying to get to a point, but your compass changed and you tried to go around it, you would know.
Are we talking about the circumference of the hull or the circumference of the inside?
This says of the hole.
So
Like it
what
doesn't tell me the depth of how deep the hole is or what's inside. This
But
is
it's
just
not-
the outside of the hole.
It's not even really a hole, Ryan, because you don't say a hole in a straw. And if you think about it, the hollow earth is kind of like a straw, but in a circle shape.
What?
Yeah. There's a hole at the bottom, too. So you could technically, a giant
Wait.
could come along and use the earth as a little straw.
There's a hole at the bottom?
Oh, yeah.
I only seen the hole in the top.
There's holes on both sides.
Oh.
Yeah. There's no North Pole or South Pole.
Okay, so there's gravity, but there's no gravity inside the hole too. So if you were to, in theory, if you go up past Canada and you go down into the hole, then you're still right side up, even though you're technically upside down.
Yeah, and there's another earth. Just inside out. With
Okay.
Nazis and Vikings and
Oh, yeah, okay, I see the cutaway picture here.
yeah.
Hollow Earth, yeah, so weird. They say there's a sun in there too.
For some reason, in one of these pictures, yeah, there's a sun in there. But for some reason, in one of these pictures, they've already started naming the stuff on the inside, even though they don't know what it looks like, or
Oh my gosh.
because none of these people have been inside the Hollow Earth. Let's be real.
Yeah, but you think if they were gonna research it this much, they'd go.
Well, that's where the thing is, Ryan. They've been warded off by the magnetic frequencies around the hole.
Oh.
You would just end up going around it, Ryan.
Then how did the Nazis get there?
The Nazis, I don't know, they probably killed a bunch of people, and then I don't know.
There's the magnetic frequencies. They
They didn't have a compass on them.
didn't have a compass and they just sailed up there.
Yeah.
Just disappeared.
Imagine Nazis inside the Earth. That's already true. It's called graves, but you know.
Yeah.
Imagine.
What if they blew up the inside? Would it like implode?
I don't know how thick the walls are, but if it did enough damage, no,
You think the Earth would
no,
just, like,
it wouldn't.
just one day we're just like sitting here and all of a sudden it just implodes and we all just die.
If we're thinking about it scientifically, we should have already. But if we're thinking about it in terms of Hollow Earth, gravity is the ring for some reason, so it would not.
That's very confusing. Most of these pictures show it being like really not that thick.
Yeah.
Like you think if you were mining too deep for oil or drilling too deep for oil, you'd actually poke through.
They covered it up, Ryan. They've done that a couple times, but they covered it up, right?
They did. Really?
They did. They did do it, Ryan. They did. All right.
Oh yeah,
so-
here's a map with them naming stuff in there.
Yeah, right.
The
Then it's like,
Cry of Walia. Walia?
what the heck?
Within the Hollow Earth. Bury Your Memory, Funeral Heart, Cold Dead Leaves. What the heck?
These names are stupid.
Headless Valley.
That's where all the Nazis are.
The Great Dying.
The Great Dying. That is
And
good.
And then there's a sun in there. Like in the middle.
Yeah.
That's
But Ryan,
very strange.
Ryan, we haven't even touched the next part of this, right? What if there's another Earth that's circling our hollow Earth, and it's just like our hollow Earth, but bigger, and we're inside of it? What about that one?
That would be strange one day. You think it's aliens, but it's just like someone drilled through drilled through the earth and came down into it.
They're just like, oh, my bad.
Like aliens, oh my gosh. And like, oh, I knew Hollow Earth was a thing.
Ryan, what if they're wrong and we're actually on the underside of another Earth? What if we're in the hollow parts?
Wow.
What if gravity as we know it has been wrong this whole time and we're actually walking concavely instead of convexly?
Yeah, that's interesting. So when we look up at the sky, we're seeing the hole because we're actually on the inside.
Oh, we're looking at the sun in the middle.
The sun in the middle.
Yeah, we're looking at the sun in the middle.
It hurts my brain. Try to like wrap that like
That's why they're like, don't go too close to the sun, because if you get too close to the sun, you'll see the other hollow Earth.
You see the other side.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Oh, here's another map. They call it Land of Advanced Races.
What?
And there's I can't even pronounce this stuff, but there's an ocean. Man-made tunnels. Oh, okay.
They found
here we go. The Pyramid of Giza.
Oh
is
no.
a man-made tunnel to the underside. Oh, and then Kentucky's Mammoth Cave also goes down, and it goes into the city of Shambhala.
Well, that's how they know their names. They just went down and figured it out, I guess.
Yeah, it makes sense. Brazil also has a waterfall, apparently, that goes down there.
I thought you were gonna just leave it at Brazil and be like, "That's a hole down to the hollow Earth."
Yeah, Brazil. It's just okay. So the center of gravity is 400 miles down. So if you were to go 400 miles down, would you just get killed?
You
How do
would
you be
have
in the center of gravity?
You'd have a really hard time getting back out.
Yeah, but there's holes. There's like pathways down, so you got to be able to pass the center of gravity.
There's probably a rope there, Ryan.
So
you have to slide down and then climb back up.
just imagine you get down to the center of gravity and you're walking fine, and all of a sudden you're just like gravity's flipped, and you're just like slamming to the floor.
That's why people don't go down so much. It's dangerous.
Face bashed into the floor.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
I love it.
It makes so much sense that it makes none.
It's my favorite conspiracy theory of all time because
they're claiming someone had actually flown down there. His name Admiral Byrd's flight in 1947. They say he flew down into it and then flew back up.
Wow.
So who is Admiral Byrd?
I have no clue, right?
Admiral, I don't know how to spell Admiral Byrd's flight.
Admiral Byrd.
It's gonna be like who? What do you mean?
It's gonna be like, what the heck?
Wikipedia has him.
Wikipedia!
He was given the highest honor, valor, highest honor for valor given by by I can't read. His Wikipedia page is very small.
Well, they don't want you to know about him. He flew through the Hollow
Pole
Earth.
flight. He attempted to fly over the North Pole,
But he ended up sinking down into it.
They said he reached the North Pole, a distance of 1,535 miles. He returned to the United States from the Arctic and became a national hero.
See, that just doesn't hold up as a theory, because they said that the diameter is like 8,000 miles.
Yes.
And I assume planes have a way to track that.
They should.
Unless fuel lasts longer when you go inside the hollow earth.
Yeah, it's like a weird atmosphere.
Yeah.
It starts burning the atmosphere instead of fuel.
I bet he took a piece of the sun and stuck it into his engine pipe to make it last longer.
Oh gosh.
Imagine being 4,000 miles.
Wait. Here's a shocking development. He said that Balkan said that Bennett had confessed to him months after the flight that Bird had not reached the pole, and Bennett died on April 25th during a flight to rescue downed aviators in Greenland.
He didn't even get to tell his story. He was just like, I didn't actually do it. And then the government set up to have him killed.
Yeah.
I see what's going on here.
He took a reading of the sun. He erased his diaries. Shows the apparent observed solar altitude.
They read his diaries?
Yeah, they're just like...
Why do so many people read diaries as soon as somebody dies? It's stupid.
I don't know.
I'm going to read your diary when you die, Ryan. And you'll be like...
I don't have a diary.
You will.
I don't think so.
I have a journal, not a diary.
It's far too much work, dude. I don't got time for that.
I think it's very relaxing. But I didn't not long ago. So, I get it. Yeah.
Yeah.
And listeners at home, love you to death, by the way. Burn your diary before you die.
Just have it rigged to explode and your heartbeat goes down. Goes away.
Yep. Or else, like, middle school kids will read it, like Anne Frank's diary. I never read that one. I failed that course.
I don't think I ever read Anne Frank's diary either.
Good. I was definitely supposed to, but I refused, and so I almost failed. But,
wow.
You know what? That's pretty good.
Wow.
That's
pretty bad, dude. Come on. You can't even just read a book.
Can't even read a girl's diary. Can't even read a young girl's diary. She was suffering while she wrote it. You can't even read that? Gosh.
Yeah, seriously. The heck.
Can't even respect any privacy or anything? Wow.
According to Wikipedia, I'm just scanning. I'm not like fully reading.
Yes.
But it doesn't say that he ever claimed to have gone inside the Hollow Earth.
Well, he would obviously cover that up, because he said he would go to the North Pole, and if he didn't, if he even went inside the Hollow Earth, he never reached the North Pole. So, and you know what? When you get so far away from the surface of the Earth, when you're flying a plane, it all looks the same. So you wouldn't even you wouldn't even be able to tell the difference.
Well, maybe this map is just like trying to negate his flight.
Yeah.
And be like, oh, he didn't get there, he did this. But the interesting thing I see at the bottom of this map is ice. They say there's a small entrance at the bottom, and there's ice surrounding most of it. Which is interesting, because you never really, I mean, to get to the center of the South Pole like that, like, you're gonna have to go through quite a lot of ice to really get there, and snow and terrible conditions down there. So you never know, man.
True.
You could just go into the little this, like, you get far enough into into the South Pole, that there's like hole just opened up.
You're
And you
just
just
a-
like looked in there and you can see the land of advanced races, and you're like, wait a minute.
Ryan, here's the big question though. We're reaching the most glorified holiday of all time. You know, it's getting to be snowy. It's getting to be red and green.
Mm-hmm.
It's getting to be wrapped up in a nice bow. But if the Hollow Earth theory is real, Ryan, then where does Santa Claus live? Is he with the Nazis and aliens? Where is he?
He's in Agartha, the land of advanced races. That's why he can fly. That's why he can fly and fit down chimneys.
That's true. There we go. We did it. We tied it all up.
Gosh. He comes out of the North Pole every once in a while, during Christmas time, and like zips around the world a couple of times and disappears back through the South Pole.
It's true.
He doesn't actually need reindeer; he just flies.
He carries all the presents on his back.
Yeah, I mean, he can obviously fit. Well, maybe here's another theory.
What?
What if they've built tunnels to major cities?
Ooh.
So they can just go down through the tunnel, get to the major city, get up, and then take a plane over to another tunnel and go up through a major city. And then they do all their work like that.
So you're saying that Santa was a Viking down who lived down in the Hollow Earth, and then he employed the little Nazi people to go up to the surface of the earth and deliver presents.
Yeah. The Nazi children.
The Nazi children.
That's why they dress like that. They can get confused with elves.
Yeah, Nazis wore green too, all right?
Yeah, exactly. And they have those weird hats, so everyone thought they were elves.
Very true, very true.
Wearing green suits and stuff, you know how it is.
They have the pointy ears because a little bit ago they had relationships with the aliens down there, so that's a little bit of side effect.
They just got more advanced. They have antennas in their ears. There's like comm units in their ears. Like,
yeah.
All just like, it's like Starlink, but better,
Yeah.
Or not Starlink. Is it Starlink?
I have no clue.
Starlink is the internet. What's that thing called? I don't remember. That thing
Comcast.
Elon Musk put in monkeys.
Oh, monkey brain. You're saying that Elon Musk went down to the Hollow Earth and gave the Nazis brain chips?
Yes.
Makes sense.
Yeah, that's why they're more advanced.
I would believe that. And I
Get
do.
your brain chips today. Half off.
Yeah. It's a good idea. Trust me. Trust me. It's a good idea. You hear? I think they're doing the human testing now, right? And Elon Musk was like, anticipate your head exploding or something like that.
And everyone's like, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
I saw it briefly, just briefly saw that. And I'm pretty sure that's what he said. Elon Musk. I forgot how to spell.
You forgot how to spell. Did you ever know how to spell?
No. Here we go. Hold on. I don't know. We'll bring it up later, maybe.
You don't know. Another conspiracy theory.
I have no clue.
Oh,
Yeah.
Hollow Earth apparently is a movie.
What?
I don't know
Listeners
if
at
it's the
home.
same thing.
Listeners at home love you to death. That is your homework. Go watch it.
It's your homework to go watch this movie.
Yep. You gotta watch Hollow Earth, the movie.
Watch the Hollow Earth on Tubi. It's free on Tubi, apparently. Although, if you have an ad blocker, you can't watch Tubi anyway, so it doesn't matter.
Oh no. I don't even know. I've never even heard of Tubi.
It's like, It's like a movie place that they like take movies and they put ads in front of them so you can watch them for free.
I see.
I mean, they're not really like any high-end titles or anything, but yeah, you can watch them for free.
I'll watch you for free in my camera that I installed into your pupil.
How are you gonna watch me through my pupil?
You'll look down on yourself at some point. You'll look at your hands when you're banging a hammer. And I'll watch it. And that brings us to the end of this intro to conspiracy theories. This is the official start of season 2 of RnG Save the World, where we're finally really figuring out what we're doing. Ryan, wish the listeners luck. Love you, love the listeners to death, by the way. That they can avoid having the elf Nazis in their house.
Yep. Show this podcast to your friend, or the elf Nazis will find you.
Yes, they will. Goodbye.
Bye.